Hello and welcome class 7 students. Today also we will solve some of the sums of exercise 13, that is the formula chapter of your algebra part from the book. Now in exercise 13 we have so far learned the formula of a plus b whole square and a minus b whole square. Today we will learn this formula but a little bit different form of this formula. That is, we all know that a plus b whole square is equal to a square plus 2ab plus b square. But today we will use the formula in a different form. What is that form? That is a plus b whole square is equal to, we can also express this as a minus b whole square plus 4 into ab. We can also express the formula a plus b whole square as a minus b whole square plus 4 into ab. Now why we can express this formula in this form rather than writing a square plus 2ab plus b square? This is the common formula, most commonly used formula. This formula is expressed in the most common form, that is a square plus 2ab plus b square. But today we are learning that this a plus b whole square can again be written as a minus b whole square plus 4ab. It can be adopted in a new form. Instead of writing this, we are writing this one. We are learning a new form of the formula a plus b whole square. Why? The question is why? What will happen if we write this formula instead of the origin formula? What will happen? Now let's see. If we break this, what we are getting? If we break this, we are getting a minus b whole square, that is a square minus 2 into a into b plus b square plus this 4ab which is written outside the bracket. So if we break a minus b square, we are getting a square minus 2ab plus b square, and this 4ab plus 4ab is written as it is. Now we will do simplification. Simplification, that is the like terms minus 2ab and plus 4ab. If we subtract this, then what will we get? A square plus 4ab minus 2ab will give you plus 4ab minus 2ab plus b square. Now this plus 2ab and minus 2ab will give you a square plus 2ab plus b square. So ultimately you can see that this is the original formula which we have derived from this. So a plus b whole square can be expressed in both these form. Whatever it may be, in whatever form it may be expressed, ultimately you are going to derive the original formula. Whatever form it may be written. A plus b whole square, I repeat, a plus b whole square can be written in any form. Suppose it is not written in the original form and we are using this new formula a minus b whole square plus 4ab. Now is it similar to the original formula? Yes, it is, because if we break a minus b whole square, we are going to get a square minus 2ab plus b square, and plus 4ab will be written as it is. By simplifying this, we are getting we are deriving the original formula. So we can learn that this is a new formula of a plus b whole square. In the similar way, another new formula of a minus b whole square is also there. A minus b whole square will be just the opposite of this. A minus b whole square will be written as a plus b whole square minus 4ab. Just the opposite of the previous formula a plus b whole square. This can be written, because if you again break this, if you again simplify this, you are going to get a square plus 2ab plus b square minus 4ab. And if you simplify this, you are going to get same thing. Plus 2ab minus 4ab will give you minus 2ab plus b square. So you see, formula can always be derived. So original formula can always be derived. So whatever we like, whatever we may use, whatever formula, whichever formula we may use. We may use a minus b whole square plus 4ab, which means the same thing as a square plus 2ab plus b square. Again, in case of a minus b whole square, if we use a plus b whole square minus 4ab, this also means the same thing. All the things, all the formulas are equal, all the expressions are equal, only used in different forms because different sums are given to you to solve. Different types of sums you will get in exercise 13. Why we have learned this formula? I am telling you because we will solve different kinds of sum where we may not use the original formula, but we may use the different forms of this a plus b whole square formula. Let's see sum number 23. In sum number 23, it is given that x plus y equals to 12. X plus y equals to 12 and xy, this is equals to, xy is given, it is equal to 35. You are asked to find out the value of x minus y whole square. So in this case, you have to use the new form of the formula a plus b whole square. I have told you a plus b whole square is equal to a square, a minus b whole square plus 4ab. So x plus y, we are asked x minus y whole square. So x minus y whole square is equal to x plus y whole square minus 4 into ab. Now we know that x plus y whole square is equal to 12 whole square minus 4 into ab. Here ab is given 35. So 35 we will write. So 144 minus 140, ultimately getting the answer as 4. 4 is the answer of x minus y whole square. X minus y whole square is equal to 4 that we are getting. In this way we will solve the sum. Again sum number 24. In sum number 24, just the opposite thing is given to you. In sum number 24 in the book, it is given that x minus y equals to 4. X minus y value is given to you as 4 and xy is given to you as 21. This is given as 21 and you are asked to find out the value of x plus y whole square. X plus y whole square you will find out. So same thing you will do using the opposite formula, that is x plus y whole square is equal to x minus y whole square plus 4ab. X minus y whole square plus 4ab. Now you have to put the value of x minus y, 4xy. I'm sorry, it will be 4xy, not ab. Here xy is given, so 4xy. So what you will write is, in the previous sum also maybe I have made the mistake. Instead of AB, please write xy because the sum is given in xy. So x minus y whole square is equal to 4 whole square plus 4 into 21. Here xy is equal to 21. So 16 plus 84, which makes 100, which will give you 100 as the value of x plus y whole square. So I hope you have understood the new form of the formula a plus b whole square and a minus b whole square, and we have also learned its application through the two sums given in exercise 13, sum number 23 and sum number 24. For more details, please see the description where PDF you will get, PDF of these sums you will get. So till then, wait for my next class. Thank you. Goodbye.